convertible debentures. Allow me to introduce the dignitaries on the dais today. Mr. Umesh Mohanan, who is our Executive Director and CEO at Indel Money. Mr. T.R. Anantaraman, who is a member of our Board of Directors. He is a chartered accountant and has been an integral part of Indel Money from the beginning. And also joining us is Mr. Jijit Raj, who is our Executive Vice President and Business Head, who powers our business. May I now invite Mr. Umesh to take you through the presentation.
On the base of invitation in the midst of traffic blocks, and I'm really sorry for selecting a day like this. Allow me to introduce our organization, which is Indel Money, which is basically a gold loan company, so we're more focused on gold loans. We do the same things as the other gold loan company does, but we do it in a different manner. So what we do different manner is that basically our product is being designed revolving around the customer. We have made our product such friendly to the customer that his probability of losing his ornament in auction with us is quite lower than the probability of losing his ornament in auction with our competitors. And we have got our uniqueness in culture. We do understand everybody coming past through our doors are not happy customers. Everybody comes with problems, so we cannot create happy customers. We can create only satisfied customers. And we have our uniqueness in our branch placements, and we have our uniqueness in the tech what we have adopted. So all these things together form a custom which makes us do the same things in a very different manner. So without taking much time of yours, I would like to run through the corporate presentation to give you a brief insight more. So let's start with the rise of Indel. Basically, it was started by my granddad, who was the first pilot of Bharat Airways, which was why it was reformed as Indian Airlines. And then later he joined Taraki as their Assam Valley head, and then he moved to the Middle East as commercial director of one of the largest oil and gas conglomerate over there. And the early 80s, he was being called back to his hometown, which is a small town in Kerala called Thalakka. They belong to a landlord class of people, so they have a lot of plantations and agriculture to be taken care of. That's the reason why he was being called back. And it is to his understanding of the last mile financial disconnect which actually urged him to get into the finance business, which was initially started just as a wage funding or wage discounting for our domestic class laborers. Then we came all the way to 2011, where we thought of stepping up the finance business, and unfortunately during the same time he passed away. Me and my dad, who is the chairman and managing director of the organization, he himself is an experienced banker of 37 years serving as a trade finance for international banks in the Middle East, and I come from an investment background. So we decided that let's push into the finance business in a more serious manner, and we went and acquired an NBFC license under the Reserve Bank of India. And we thought that let's have our consultants in place. So we had at that point of time KPMG and Cursor and all these people. What we advised in 2012 was that not to enter into the gold loan industry. So it's very simple. We had a thought process that when everybody sits, we need to run. So it was an opportunity for us to understand what were the mistakes what our predecessors made. We could understand the mistakes our predecessors made. We could make a risk-aversive process and procedures into our organization. We adopted it, and we thought that gold loan is the better space to enter. That's how we pushed into gold loan itself. And in 2015, we entered into Tamil Nadu, where we were rated by CRISIL. The first rating of CRISIL was being done in 2015 for us. In 2016, we were upgraded by CRISIL to BBB-. We entered into the Karnataka market. In 2019, we entered into Andhra Pradesh and Telangana market. 2020, we launched our pilot project of roaster gold loan in Bangalore and later in Hyderabad. And 2021, we did our first public issue of NCD, where the subscription was 125% 2022, we launched our digital personal loans along with our hybrid gold loans, and then we launched the second public issue of NCD, which was subscribed by 162%. We were upgraded by CRISIL to BBB Plus, and we expanded into the state of Maharashtra. 2023, we did our third public issue with a subscription of 174%. The same year, we entered Madhya Pradesh and Delhi NCR. So yesterday, we had opened 8 branches in Delhi, and we would be opening another 8 more branches in the coming month. And further expansions will be going on in the first quarter of the next financial year. And probably next month, we are entering into the markets of Gujarat and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Apart from that, the first quarter, we will be entering also Rajasthan and West Bengal. Lending platform which works online as well as the hybrid gold loan system. So just to introduce you on the management team, we've got Jidit Raj Teke, who's along with us in the dais. He's got 18 years experience in the BFSI sector. He has worked in organizations like HSBC, Yes Bank, and Reliance Capital. And he has worked as national head for FedFina, which is the subsidiary of Federal Bank. Then we've got KNC Nair, who is our CIO. He was the ex-IT head of Federal Bank and ex-IT head of Muthoot Finance. He's our CIO right now. We've got Narayan Prashad, who is head of finance and accounts. He's got 25 years of experience in various sectors in automotive distribution and financial services. We've got Sri Kumar, who is our head of credit and risk. He's an ex-banker, he's an ex-PGM of State Bank of India with 40 years of experience. We've got Sudhish Piyar, our head of strategy and operations, who has got 19 years plus experience in the BFSI sector. He's previously worked with the Tata AIG and Muthoot Fincorp. We've got Prasad Chandan, who is the head of third-party products for us. He's got 20 years plus of experience in this BFSI sector, and he was the ex-head of third-party vertical for Muthoot Fincorp. Then we've got Chandrasekharan Nayak Saji as the Chief Compliance Officer. He's an ex-DGM of State Bank of India with 40 plus years of experience. We've got Venugopalan MD, who is the head of internal audit. He was the head of internal audit for Federal Bank, and 5 years he has served as the internal audit head for their subsidiary called FedFina. We've got Hannah P. Nazar, who is our company secretary. She's got BFSI experience of 9 years plus. The last assignment was with Muthoot Capital. We've got Matthew K. Mani, who is our HR and admin head, who's got 20 years or plus of experience. His last assignment was he was the head of HR for Vanapur. We've got Chanchal Gangadharan, who did the introduction today. He's head of marketing and corporate communication. He's got 25 years of experience. He's worked with various companies like Star Network and Yeshavadam and Astra Healthcare. I'd like to introduce you to our board of directors. We've got Mohanan Gopalakrishnan, who is the chairman and managing director. He's a banking professional with 37 years of experience. He has been the trade finance head of international banks in Middle East. We've got N.S. Venkatesh, who is our independent director, also the chairman of the audit committee. He's a chartered accountant, and he's the current AMFI CEO, Association of Mutual Fund of India. He's the ex-ED of IDBI Bank. We've got T.R. Anantharaman, who is along with us in this dais. He's the chairman of finance and the ALCO committee. He's a chartered accountant by profession. He's a practicing chartered accountant, and he's a partner in the CA firm called Sengotian and Company. We've got Salim Venu, who's our administration director. He's a management professional with an experience of more than 20 years. We've got Sriya Shashikumar, who is an independent director of ours, who is also a member of our audit committee. He's the ex-MD of State Bank of India. We've got S. Ganesh, independent director. He's the former principal general manager of Reserve Bank of India. He was also the RBI nominee as a director of the UCO Bank and Corporation Bank. We've got Umesh Mohan, that's myself, who's the executive director and CEO of the organization. I'm an investment banker. I'm from an investment banking background with two decades and plus of experience. And we've got Kavita Menon, who is a women director, who is a part of the learning and development in our organization. Over and above the experience board, what we have got something called the corporate strategic back office, which is quite unique to our organization. Our corporate strategic back office is currently controlled by PwC. So they are involved in the operational expenditure management, budget planning, business strategy and governance, reporting and management information, organization structure and performance management. Apart from that, it works in such a manner that before any proposal goes to the board, it gets vetted by the PwC team, and on top of that, there is a 3-member team which sits around the clock on our corporate floors, running a concurrent process and procedure audit, since we are a retail-oriented company. So to mark our journey, like in 2018-19, we were just 229 crores of AUM, 135 branches, 400 plus employees, and only in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, we triple B minus. In H1 23-24 this September, which is an audited figure, we had a combined AUM of 1,362 crores, which involves our on-book and off-book balance sheet. And our off-book, because we have a lot of direct assignment portfolio and co-lending arrangements with banks. We were at 256 branches, 1,200 plus employees, operating in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, and Maharashtra. And we were triple B plus that time. And our YTD as on December 31st, which is unaudited, is 1,410 crores of AUM, which is on book and off book. We had 268 branches at December, 1,300 plus employees, operating in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, and Uttar Pradesh. So to take you through the financial performance. So we have a total business volume of 1,635 crores for FY23, and H1 FY24 audited we had 1,860.57, and as on YTD December 30th unaudited we have 1,926.13, which is basically a growth of 17.74% from FY23. The total deposits at FY23 we had 482.03 crores. At H1 FY24 we had 498.49 crores, and YTD FY24 we had 516.6 crores, which is a growth of 7.17%. And total advances, FY23 we were at 1,153.89 crores, and H1 FY24 we were at 1,362.08 crores, and YTD FY24 we were at 1,409.53 crores, which records a growth of 22.15% till December. In terms of net profit, we were at 20.54 crores of FY23, and H1 FY24 audited we are at 28.58, and YTD FY24 as on December we were at 36.23, which records a growth of 76.39%. So in terms of net interest income, FY23 we had 100.28, H1 FY24 we had 88.97, and as on YTD December we have clocked already 128.95, which records a growth of 28.59%. And in terms of return on equity, we closed FY23 with 12.71%, H1 FY24 audited was 14.3%, and YTD of December 31st unaudited was 16.66%, which records an increase of 395 basis. Return on assets, we were at 2.03% as on FY23, and H1 FY24 we were at 2.52% as on YTD December 31st. We were at 3.18% with an increase of 115 basis. 90 plus DPD, we were at 1.56% FY23, but 1.24 at H1 FY24, and YTD we were at 2.19%, with an increase of 63 basis.